Okay. My name is Shanika Parker, and um, I've been a Christian I've on and off called myself a Christian for a while, most of my life, but I gave myself to Jesus in April of this year, and I was baptized when I was born, and I've been saved at church camp, but it wasn't until during quarantine that I really stood and sat in my relationship with Jesus and just gave my life to him for real. I was baptized Catholic and went to Baptist church with my dad, and then we ended up moving, and my mom always encouraged me to go to church, but I never really found a church home. And there were some other outside interferences where I didn't really feel connected to God. And so I was just like, oh yeah, I'm a Christian, but didn't really know God, and I knew of him. And I also felt like I was behind because I didn't go to church all the time. And so whenever I would hang out with Christians, they would flip to a page in the Bible, and I would be like, I don't even know what you're talking about. So I always felt like I was behind and I was never going to catch up. And so I just was kind of like, I guess I just never will catch up. And then when the world kind of shut down, I was like, group of us were doing a Bible study, and I was going through it. And that was another thing, is we were reading those books, but I had never read through the Bible. And so I was like, they were like, of course, obviously, we're in First Kings. You've read this. And I was like, no, I haven't. So it was a moment where I was like, hey, I kind of want to know more about this and be real in it. And I was sitting on my couch, and I was watching the video that goes with the little Bible study. And the lady in the video was like, if you don't know Jesus, let's just pray together. And I was like, I don't know him the way I thought I did. And we just prayed together in that moment. And I was like, okay, now I gotta keep moving. So that's kind of what I did. And that's the other thing. I feel like I don't know all the answers to everything. And so it's kind of a hard question, because I don't know. Just accepting that he died for me and doing everything I can to live the life he wants me to live. And really, I feel last year around this time, I was like, man, who reads the Bible? Why would you do that? It's an old book. And now I'm finding myself engrossed in it, and I'm just reading it and being like, wow, it's all right here. And so reading his word, being in the word, and just, sharing his message with people. Like I said, I don't have everything figured out yet. And I feel like as a young Christian, I'm still learning, and I'll still continue to grow. And that was another thing. I thought that if you were a Christian, you became Christian, you learn everything, you're done. And finding out that people don't have everything figured out, and even the people who seem like they don't, and still have to do Bible study, still have to read the word, still have to go to church, all these things was a big encouragement to me, because then I was like, oh, okay, this is something that is continuous. There's no end point of, okay, I've reached this point. It's an ongoing life thing. I wake up and I read the word. I've been doing that every day, and just talking to God. I feel like I send little text message prayers to him. I'm like, hey God, tell me about this. Or I'll sit. And that was the other thing. I didn't know that my relationship with God was mine, and that everybody else's was theirs. And so trying to navigate that, and he's not human, he's God, and he can't fail me, was such a big aha moment, because I was like, oh my gosh, if there's a no, or if a door closes or something doesn't go the way I want it to, it's because God's got a plan for me that is way past anything I can understand. And so that was really eye-opening for me. I'm deciding to get baptized because I feel like 2020 was such a weird year and kind of crazy, and but it was the year that I found Jesus, and I really want to like commemorate that, like to celebrate that. And it's my decision that I've made, and nobody else made it for me. And I just feel so at home here that I just really want to do it. I'm really excited to do it. I'm Shanika Parker, and Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.